This is North Texas Weather Center with your latest 2-minute forecast and temperatures out there this morning. We are mild out there. Many of us are starting out in the mid to upper 60s, closer to 70 in Dallas this morning. Temperatures by lunchtime today will warm up pretty nicely. A lot of us in the mid 70s. Back out to the west, you can see Wichita Falls and Abilene both in the low 80s. So it's going to be a lot warmer out there today. Temperatures by 4 o'clock. Many of us will get into the 80s across DFW. Can't rule out a few areas getting closer to 90 in the DFW Metroplex. Depending on how much sunshine we see, obviously there's some cloud cover out there this morning. That'll eventually taper off this afternoon. Back out to the west, areas like Wichita Falls, Abilene, Childress, all into the low to mid 90s. That has to do with the drier air starting to fill into those areas, and not just that, they'll have sunshine all day today. So big difference from Wichita Falls to here. Also back off to the northeast, Paris is only gonna be 75 today, so a bit cooler out there, mainly due to the showers that rolled through the area this morning. Take a look at the dew points out there. You can see all of us are in the 60s for dew points, and that is all to do again with that rain off to the northeast. Southerly winds are obviously bringing a lot of this moisture in the atmosphere here in North Texas. Eventually this afternoon, dew points will peak probably closer to the mid 60s for many of us, so it'll be humid obviously throughout the day today. Again, back out to the northwest, areas near Wichita Falls, Childress, all gonna be dropping throughout the day today as a little dry line tries to push to the east. It'll eventually push back to the west though, going to Thursday, which also might prompt a chance for a few thunderstorms on Thursday. Take a look at the future radar today. We should stay dry most of today. There might be a chance for a few storms in Oklahoma, which could maybe bring an isolated supercell along or maybe just north of the Red River Valley. So this might be something to monitor if you live along the Red River Valley. Might be a chance for a couple of storms that kind of shift down to the south, potentially creating a large hail and damaging wind threat to potentially some areas again along or north of the Red River Valley, but it seems like a fairly isolated chance for late Wednesday into Thursday morning. There's a marginal risk of severe weather to cover that, but I'm not going to show it because it's just such a low end risk for us. Take a look at Thursday. There might be a couple of showers and storms again back out to the west. This would be west of I-35, may get close to DFW, but for the most part we should stay dry on Thursday. Friday, low-end rain chances also exist. Again, this would primarily be off to the west near Wichita Falls, so very low risk overall for Friday. Saturday will also be pretty much the same thing, maybe an isolated shower or storm back out to the west. Again, very low-end threat. Excuse me. Sunday will be a much better chance of severe weather, and overall this will be probably our best chance for storms the entire week. You can see by Sunday around 10 o'clock many of us will see that potential for some thunderstorms, and this is at 10 o'clock. Wichita Falls, Dallas, Cleburne, Weatherford, all those areas have the potential for some severe storms going into the daytime hours on Sunday. You can see these storms will roll through the Metroplex during the late morning afternoon hours. Eventually we should dry out heading into Monday. Any sort of severe weather threat on Monday, which is on our 7-day forecast, would be during the early morning hours, so just keep that in mind. Tuesday we should be fairly dry as well, so a little bit of a drier pattern at least sometime next week. Obviously we have many rain chances in between now and also going through the Sunday and Monday time frame. Take a look at the little setup here. By the way, this is just the jet stream. You can see here's your jet stream here. Obviously some divergence here on the eastern end. That will obviously bring that potential for some severe storms heading into Sunday, so that's where we'll be watching for the greatest threat for severe storms on Sunday. All right, let's take a look at the temperatures. Tomorrow morning will be in the upper 60s and low 70s. Eventually by the afternoon hours many of us will rise into the upper 70s and maybe even a few lower 80s. Not nearly as warm it looks like, depending on which cloud cover we see heading into Thursday. Make sure to check out the latest 7-day forecast on ntxweathercenter.com. This forecast is brought to you by Platinum Contracting, Birdie's Pro Turf, and All Dents Repair.